and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki and welcome back to Wolf Quest, where we have kept our pups alive and now we are ready for the next chapter. I cannot believe that as soon as I pressed record, these guys grew up and now we are on to growing pups. I am so excited to see Spark and Kindle. So let's go ahead and press continue and get to see them. Hello! Oh my gosh! Hello, Kindle! Look at the stripe you have going down on your back. So, let's go ahead and read this out because this is a fairly new. We read this once before when we were dealing with Cole and Blaze, but your pups are growing rapidly. The weight will increase more than 50% over the next 2 months. They'll need all the food you can provide. Unfortunately, elk and other prey are now at peak vitality after grazing on nutritious grasses all summer. This means that you have a tough stretch ahead of you. Try to keep your pups from starving, succumbing to sickness when weak from hunger, but don't expect to keep all your pups alive. This is the most deadly season for pups. Okay. So we need to keep the food coming. Your pups are gaining independence and may wander farther at time. That feels like a little bit of a typo. Maybe that's just me. Nevertheless, be sure to give your pups plenty of freedom so they can improve their hunting skills. Oh yeah, so they're going to start hunting a little bit more. We did already see that in the last episode. I forget which one it was, but somebody caught a toad, which was really fun. Yep, and then they will be able to get themselves a little bit of food. So hello, everyone. Spark, your coat is you have Blaze's coat. Like, you're just a little bit lighter, but Spark, you look just like your brother Blaze. Oh my goodness. And Kindle, I'm gonna say I think you have Timber's coat with that like stripe of really light coloring going down the back. And I wonder, you know, we're gonna have to see how old Blaze is. I think we can see that from here. So we're age 4. So on the next litter of puppies, we may want to do his slider a little bit into the gray. I haven't gone into the menu for changing around your wolves yet, but I know that they added like an age slider. So we may want to see if we can get Timber a little bit more gray on him, if that's possible. I'm not sure if that's possible with every coat, but hello everyone, we are getting there. So let's go ahead and check food. So these guys are fine, but we are going to want to secure a little bit of food for them. So let's see what is on the wind. Of course, it's absolutely nothing. Are we surprised? No, we're not, because we never have elk in our area. So let's go ahead and see how much food Nisha has. We may want to go ahead and woof the pups back in and see if we can do a wine and encourage everyone to come hunting with us. So we don't have Nisha. Let's try one more time. Okay, Nisha is coming with us now. And I'm kind of curious to go north. I mean, we're gonna need to follow the scents and we're not gonna be able to be gone for long, but if we can start taking over all of that Swamp Lake territory that we took out their pack leaders, and it seems very obvious that they are slowly fading. And last time when we took out Lost River, we weren't really able to take over those territory hexes. Not that we're really going to be reinforcing them much, but if we are able to take it before anybody else moves in, that might be a good opportunity to just at least have hunting grounds, you know? So let's see what food we can find on the wind. We're gonna have to be mindful of our affinity because it is going to drop very fast, but we will just make our way north. The scents are in our favor, so as long as we keep going this direction. We've got a Swamp Lake dispersal in our area. very interesting. But yeah, if we just keep going in this direction, we should be able to find at least a few cents on the wind, get everybody fed, and then we're going to want to make sure that we bring food back for the pups because they are going to be very, very hungry. Alright, well we did find a bison carcass while we were out here, and it still has quite a bit of meat on it. So let's go ahead and howl at it while we have the chance. And the dogs are going to be a little bit annoying, but they seem to be backing off just a little bit. So let's see if we can take our fill. We are in the Swamp Lake territory here, and we've been making our way north for quite a while. Let's go ahead and get a meat chunk as well. Let's go ahead and show you guys where we are at here. So we definitely came very far north, but it definitely seems to be worth it. We're able to follow a scent to a carcass. We got a free meal for everyone, as well as take over quite a bit of territory up here. We are sensing quite a bit of the Swamp Lake dispersals as well, so they still seem to be hanging around the area. Seems like they're not quite sure what to do with themselves, which, you know, I understand. This is their home in the area that they grew up in. But I think slowly but surely our pack will be taking over this part of the territory. You know, not that we're too interested in keeping it, because I do believe a lot of the elk do hang out in the southern region, which everything to the south is a lot lower in elevation, so I think that is helpful for the summer. I think that we are going to be seeing a lot more elk in our area during the winter because we are just a little bit higher in elevation. It's kind of like steeps if you think about it. For the Lost River, you've got the really high stuff, which we are in right now, and then so there's like a mountain in this area and its little plateau, and then right here it's got a plateau, and then even further down is another plateau where the Templetons are typically at. So that is kind of the lay of the land for Lost River, and you know, we kind of take the middle ground and all of that. So it's good to know because of the elk and their patterns where they might hang out. I know during really great weather, when it's not stormy, they're in lower elevations, and then I believe when the weather is pretty bad, they hang out in higher elevations. So we try to keep that in mind during the seasons when we're hunting them and taking our territory. I tend to forget a little while for a little while where they're at and how to find them. But you know, we do our best. We do pretty okay, you know. We haven't had very many large litters. I'm hoping our next litter we can keep more pups alive. So far in this litter we have had our first litter, we only had 2 pups. We only had Cole and Blaze. So we kept everyone alive. And then our next litter, we had 4 pups, but the 2 of them were taken out at one raid den, both at the same time by the Templetons. So, you know, I'm hoping that our next litter we will be even better at it. Cole will be age 5 at the next litter, so I mean, it seems understandable that he would learn a little bit more in that time. But if we are looking at the sense here, we just have no elk in our area whatsoever, so I do believe that they prefer the southern territory in the summer, which is good to learn. And I think as a wolf you are going to learn those patterns. So, you know, we're seeing it we're seeing it here live, these guys learning and adapting how to take care of everyone. And I was just checking to make sure everybody got their bellies full. Off of that, Blaze's belly isn't quite as full, apparently. He wanted that hair. But yeah, wanting to make sure that everybody got full enough off of that bison carcass. We did mark it. It's way up north, so I'm sure we're probably not going to be going back. But I mean, that was a half full. Like, there was half of that bison left, which is really huge. So maybe it'll be back by the time, you know, we end up being up here. But it certainly takes quite a bit of our affinity to go this far north, so we don't want to be gone for too long. But we needed to feed Nisha. Nisha was pretty darn hungry, and we were just not scenting elk, so we just kept going as north as we possibly could. And we found that bison. Is this just a glitch in the map? Oh, okay, that's a rock. It looked like it was just like a really large den. But here we go. So I'll probably bring you guys back when we are back with the pups and get everybody all fed and feeling fresh. All right, we are back with our pups. Oh my goodness, we have lots of food ready to go for them and a hex invasion. How fun. That could be a Templeton invasion. I am very curious to find out who is invading in our territory, but we cannot leave without getting a little bit of our affinity up. So let's howl, let them know that we're here, let them know that we hear them. Our energy is very low, so we can't really afford to be doing too much. But hopefully we can get this affinity up fairly far. Still not scenting anything too bad, but thankfully Cole is receptive to our emotes here. Maybe we can do a little confident one. Oh, Nisha. She's acting all shy, but that's just because she loves Timber. She's really not, and Cole is trying to play with his little one. So okay, we've got the affinity fairly high. Let's see if anyone wants to join us for this hex invasion. I don't think that we can do it alone. Let's see who comes to join us. We actually have Nisha and Blaze this time, so Cole is going to be staying behind, which is good because Cole, you know, he has been learning and he has been making a lot of improvements, but having Nisha with us will actually be pretty big if we do have a hex invasion happening. So we're very happy to see that she is joining us. Let's go ahead and cross right here and try to find out who is invading us. It has to be the Templetons. I'm just not really sure how far away this is going to be because we have so many hexes claimed and they are so high. So yeah, I guess we'll see when we get there. Well, we are picking up on the Templeton pack. I think it's actually going to be this hex right down here, so we'll see if Savannah is joining them. It shouldn't be too long here until we find out just who we're dealing with. Alright, we can see the Templetons right there. We are going to be 4-1. We've got one Templeton that we have not named yet, so this is a new yearling from this year. Let's go ahead and get that done real quick. Alright, so we're just going to name that one Cowboy. Really, we are looking out for Savannah, and I don't see that she is here, so let's pick some yearlings that we should go after. Or subordinates that we should go after. So the only subordinates that we know are Cheyenne, Ryder, and Sierra. Trigger, Colt, and Dakota and Cowboy. Trigger, Colt, Dakota, and Cowboy. So these are all yearlings. So I guess it doesn't really matter who we go after here. We just want to get this hex invasion nice and over with. If we can take anybody out, we certainly will. And yeah, we just need to look out for Blaze, make sure that he is doing okay. Dakota is on us here. Let's go ahead and get a bite on Dakota. We're not super afraid. Blaze is currently being attacked. Nisha has taken quite a bit of damage. We are also at half health right now. So let's just do everything that we can here. We need to make sure that our pack members are doing okay. Let's go ahead and do a quick check-in. So Blaze is at 64% health. Want to make sure that he does not get too hurt here. We're on Dakota, but Cowboy is currently on Blaze, and now everybody is turning on Timber here. Blaze is at 55. We are really getting bombarded here, but we really don't want to give up. Everybody is on Blaze. Okay, we really need to make sure that Blaze is doing okay. Oh my gosh, we need to make sure we're doing okay. Jesus. They are not happy with us at all. Blaze has suffered an injury here. Oh my gosh. Okay, Blaze is really getting hurt. He's at 38%. We really have to keep a close eye on everyone. This is getting a little bit ridiculous. Trigger is pretty afraid, so maybe if we focus on Trigger, we might be able to get these guys to give up. Here is Dakota here. Colt is getting, or Blaze is getting attacked by Colt. Let's get Dakota off of him. Blaze is at 27% here. This is not going good. Blaze is joining in on Dakota. These guys are just not giving up at all. Let's really get Dakota off of Blaze. We really need to make sure that we are defending him. Nisha has suffered an injury here. Our health isn't doing great either. Cowboy is on Blaze. Oh my gosh, this is getting insane. We really need to make sure that everyone is doing okay. Oh my gosh, we've got Dakota and them on me. Oh my goodness. Colt, everything is happening right now. I can't even commentate. We are getting so hurt. Are we finally getting these guys on the run? Almost. They are almost on the run. Don't hurt Blaze. Woo! Oh my gosh, you guys. We finally won a full-blown fight with the Templetons, 3-4. But holy cow, we can't do much more than that. Blaze is down to 12%. Nisha's at 39. Timber is at 33. We barely walked out of that one. Man, that is pretty humbling, if I'm honest. Wow, I mean, these guys have had a really good run for the past couple of episodes. They took out Harbinger, Callie is gone, Savannah is leading the pack now, and, you know, yes, they did do an invasion on us, but, holy cow, did their yearlings hurt us. And look at Blaze, he is limping now. Nisha has a major and a minor injury, so does Blaze. Thankfully, Timber only has a minor injury right now. but that is really not good. I mean, we're in a really difficult time of year with these guys. We need to keep the pups fed. They're already down to 80%. Even though we brought them a meat chunk. So and we don't have, you know, the little calflings to go after anymore, so we are really getting down to the nitty-gritty. And that's the most damage Timber has taken in quite a long time. You know, thankfully we did still you know, put up a fight when in regards to the Templetons. I mean, you know, we lose a lot of fights to them, and thankfully we did not this time, so we are finally making a turnaround with them. But it can we please thank you. You know, it's still really difficult, and Savannah has taken over a very you know, strong pack. And does anybody want this bunny before we go? Blaze, maybe you would want to eat that. Somebody, we're gonna need to heal, guys, so please eat up as much as you can. And yeah, when we get back to the pups, we are going to need to take a rest, because that was a lot. We just took a lot of damage. Everybody is not feeling well, and Blaze really needs to get some sleep. I'm really grateful Cole actually stuck behind for that one, because he could have gotten seriously hurt, because he is really hard to keep alive, if I'm honest. So let's just get back with everyone. Let's get back safe and pick up from there. Oh my goodness. Hello, Cole. Did you enjoy babysitting? Well, you did a pretty good job. Both of the kids are looking good. They're a little bit hungry, I'm not gonna lie, but that's okay. You did a very good job babysitting, and we appreciate you. We definitely got our butts whooped a little bit, but you know, we'll make it through. We defended our territory, and we kept our pups safe and kept our territory safe from invasion from the Templetons. We let them know that it is not okay to come and invade our territory, and especially with Savannah leading the pack, we really just cannot tolerate that. So you know, here we are with everyone. So I think we are due for a good sleep, so let's go ahead and go over here. Hopefully the pack will join us, but they seem to be pretty excited over there. Let's go ahead and lay down, because we really need Blaze to heal up after that last altercation. I don't want to take any chances, so let's heal on back up. I love the moose in this game. Whenever you run into the bull moose and they have those really huge horns, they are just so gorgeous. Hello, Cole. Well, welcome in. Good morning. I think I actually see some dogs over there, possibly some coyotes, so we need to get these guys back in the den. There we go. They are safe. And let's get these coyotes on the run. We need to keep them away from our den. Or our pups there in the grass. So let's make sure that they don't scare them out. And we want to make sure that we are growling and keeping them away. We always have a little bit of trouble with this river here, getting them to actually run all the way out. Kindle is out of the grass, so we need to wolf them back in. Make sure that they know that the attack is not quite done just yet. Go on, Coyote, you need to get out of here. May want to move on, honestly. I love this area because this is where we have raised Cole and Blaze in the past, but the predators just have such an issue with the fact that it's right next to a river. Definitely something to keep an eye on, and we might want to move a little bit more south if that's the case, because we are taking over that Templeton territory, and we know that the elk are very prevalent down there. As we can see here, we still have no elk scents in our area. So let's make sure that we can get the pups nice and fed. So Spark is pretty low on food. Kendall seems to be kind of hogging that regurgitant there, and Spark pretty much gotten none of it. So we are going to have to hunt for these pups and make sure that they get lots of food. So we want to head right on off and see if we can find some food, because now we're feeling it. Now we are in the time where the pups are going to be needing so much food, and we need to be right on top of it. So where did that bunny go? Come on, I was just gonna bring that back for the pups. What the heck? Okay. Fine. Bison would be great, but oh my gosh. No, Cole, did you just get hit by that bison? Oh my gosh, you need to be careful, buddy. There's no way that you can ever tackle a bison in your lifetime. That's just not happening, bud. But yeah, we are going to need to get some food, and I am happy to get the nearest food that we can find. We do have some mule deer here. It's pretty far away. Not really sure if we're going to be able to track them down, but we need to get some food fast. We need to keep Kindle and Cinder, not Cinder. We need to keep Kindle and Spark all fed up as much as we can. So let's find some food and get it back to the pups. Alright, we were able to take down a mule deer fawn, and it doesn't look like we can actually pick this one up. We can take a meat chunk. It looks like Cole kind of ripped that one apart here. I am going to go ahead and take this meat chunk if I can without Cole snatching that one. Thank you for being respectful, buddy. Let's go ahead and take this back to the pups. We are at 60, no, okay, we're at 91% food. We've got a lot of stats going on. But I just feel the need to take this back to the pups because they are getting pretty hungry, and I want to make sure that they are fed. So we're going to run this back, and then we'll figure out what we need to do for the rest of the day. Alright, pups, we got brought a little bit of food back for you. Kindle, you are not the hungry one. Spark is. Can we go ahead and growl and get Kindle off of that? Let's call Spark out because we really need Spark to be the one to eat the food here. Spark is very, very hungry. There we go. Alright, Kindle listened to us, which is very nice. And we need Spark to pretty much eat all of that meat chunk because they were actually at 54%. And Cole was very sweet and did some regurgitant there. So let's make sure everybody gets nice and fed. Spark, or Kindle, there you are. I was worried Kindle disappeared for a moment. But it looks like they are all fed up. So I think we may want to go out again and see if we can find a little bit more food for them. We actually chased a few mule deer this way. I'm not sure that we'll be able to find them again. There they are. Let's see if we can do another hunt and get them another meat chunk. That would be really great. We still have a little bit of energy, so that might be possible. These little fawns don't do too much, but they are definitely helpful in a pinch. We have Blaze with us again, helping us out, which is very nice. Okay. Gotta watch out for Mom. But we also know that we are gonna take a few hits here. But it is for our pups. We don't want Blaze to actually take too many hits because he got a little bit hurt on the last hunt. But hopefully, there we go. Go away, Mom. Get just a little bit more food. Hopefully this little one doesn't go too far away, and there we go. We got another meat chunk. That carcass is going to go, and we can run this back for the pups, and hopefully this will last us until tomorrow, and then we can get another sleep. If we check out our map, Swamp Lake is definitely disappearing at a rapid rate, so we are going to want to go north and kind of claim up some of those free territories that we have before Big Timber swoops in and takes everything. Not that we really want to be out in that direction, but we missed out on it last time and it feels like a smart thing to do. So we shall see, but our affinity is pretty high, so we might be able to get a few of that, you know, few territories taken down. But we are nearing the end of the episode here, so let's just go ahead and get back with the pups here. Cole chose to stay behind yet again, so I'm pretty proud of him. But I think we will say hi to everyone, make sure that they get some food. Thank you for getting some food, Spark. I know your sister tried to steal that last time, so I'm glad you are able to get some food there. And yeah, we'll get our affinity up just a little bit and probably wrap it up for the day. Get a good look at our pups there. Spark, you look just like Blaze. Excuse me, I'm just like losing my voice here. And Kindle, oh Kindle, you got a toad, congratulations, very proud of you. And yeah, I think that's where yeah, we'll wrap it up for today, guys. So definitely leave a like on the video if you enjoyed our episode and are interested in seeing where this adventure goes with our wildfire bag. Thank you, Timber, I really appreciate that. So yeah, definitely leave a like if you want to see more wolf quests on the channel, and subscribe if you want to know when I post. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.